We welcome you again with great joy and love. The festivities have culminated in thousands of celebrations taking place in Australia throughout the world on 28th through 30th October. The Bob's mission was to prepare the way for Baha'u'llah, the prophet founder of the Baha'i faith. Because the Bab and Baha'u'llah were born on successive days, 2 years apart, their births are celebrated each year as consecutive or twin holy days. In 2017, we celebrated the bicentenary of the birth of Baha'u'llah. This year, we are celebrating the bicentenary of the Bab. And first, we're going to start that out by introducing to you musical performance by Perfect Chord Choir. Would you please welcome to the stage Perfect Chord Choir. Ladies and gentlemen, Perfect Chord Choir. Let's hear it for them. Perfect Chord Choir. Thank you so much. We'll listen to the words of our next distinguished guest who will come and speak with us, ladies and gentlemen. Let's welcome her to the stage, Miss Gladys Liu, member for Chisholm. Please.
Very much for the very kind introduction, and I'm not sure I can do that distinguished like what he has done, but I'm very, very delighted to be here, and I would like to acknowledge my the state parliamentary colleagues, Mr. Neil Angus, Will Fowles, and Paul Hamer, and also Councillor Tina Liu and Andrew Davenport. Of course, the Police Inspector, Campbell Hill, and it's so good to see Asita here tonight. And Asita is going to tell you a little bit about Bob. So it's good to see a lot of community leaders and also members of the interfaith. It is a wonderful celebration, 200 years of Bob. And 200 years is a long time. I know there are many, many followers of this faith, and tonight I'm not going to spend much time to talk about it because I'm sure you know more than I do. So I'm going to tell you something about myself and also about us. Like many of you in the room, I came to this country as a migrant. Or maybe if you are not a migrant, maybe your parents or grandparents or great-grandparents were migrants. So this lovely country, we can come here, come to Australia and be Australians. For me, I came here 34 years ago as a student. When I came, I had no family, no friends, no money, and very little English. But it didn't deter me. I determined that I will stay here and not only to embrace the culture, learn the language, but also try to make contributions. And I'm sure this is something that we all share. We all do that. We all want to give it everything that we have to this country. And as our Prime Minister Scott Morrison says, if you have a go, you get a go. And that is the Australian spirit. And it's also true for Baha'i followers that this is very, very important, that we believe in ourselves and we believe in the faith. And this is also very important, that you do the very best by yourself, you do your very best by your family, the country, and also the world. So I am very lucky that I have decided to come to this country and stay here. And today, I have been elected as the first Australian federal member of parliament from a Chinese heritage. And this is something that I'm very, very proud of. And it shows that this country actually will embrace anyone who wants to give it a go. And this is exactly why we are all here. And tonight, not only to celebrate that we are in this lovely country, but also to celebrate that we have the freedom to believe what you choose to believe. And we had a lovely beginning, having the choir with the lovely songs. So I'm sure this will be a fantastic celebration of the bicentenary of Bob. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's my great honor to be here with you, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
but I salute our distinguished guests this evening, our federal and state members from the Commission and Interfaith Network. And together with you, we yet again acknowledge the traditional owners of our land, both in the past and in the present, and their emerging leaders. So welcome everyone again. Well, whenever a divine educator, sorry, I'm just trying to get the lights on. Whenever a divine educator comes in our midst in human history, and by that I mean a person whose teachings fire our imagination and human thought for centuries to come, it creates a moral stimulus, a moral force that moves society forward. So it's extremely inspiring that today we are part of a planetary jubilation. And by that I mean, and it's a historic one. As dear Gladys said, this evening we join millions of people around the world from literally 192 countries from the vast planet. Every culture, every creed, every religion, every language, to celebrate and pay homage to this amazing figure, another divine educator of our time. His title is the Bab, which means the gate. And he was born in 1819, 200 years, and hence 200th anniversary, in Iran. Then it was called Persia. The Bab had 18 first disciples, 17 men and 1 woman. One amazing woman, poetess, scholar, and the first ever woman suffrage to give her life for the emancipation of women. That time, 175 years ago. Her name is Tahireh. Her name in English means the pure one. Now, she's the most famous, talked about disciple of the Bab. She's written about in hundreds of literary circles, her personality, her courage, her poetry. But in order to understand this, her legendary accomplishments, we need to really understand the 19th century Iran, where women were not seen, were not heard, were not there, full stop. What's her story in short? Well, Tahireh was educated, her father permitted that, and she became a literary giant. No one could withstand the force of her arguments. In fact, she had the courage to be the first disciple of the Bab and spread the ideals of this new faith with amazing power of knowledge from behind the veil. But she also personified something amazing, that men and women are equal, and this equality is a human reality that needs and knows no gender, as we all appreciate today. In a gathering of early followers, she did the unimaginable. What do you think that was? She walked in and she took off her veil in front of all her fellow male brethren. And she invited everyone to come and understand the consciousness of a new age of maturity, where men and women could sit and talk and discuss and live and work. That was revolutionary for that time. The Shah of Iran asked her for her hand and told her to give up the cause of the Bab, come to him, become a traditional woman, and he will give her all that she wants Of course, the Tahrir rejected that proposal. Like most of her fellow followers, she was harassed, imprisoned, and finally strangulated, executed. Before that, she perfumed herself, wore a white, simple gown as her wedding gown, and her last famous words were to her killers: "You can kill me as soon as you like, but you can't stop the emancipation of women." You can see how revolutionary this fate was then. So, the next performance after me, that is now to follow, is a dramatic tribute to the life of Tahereh and has been put together by the Mirage Group, who are deeply inspired by Tahereh's independence, constant search for truth and learning, and her heroic personality. Since there is no dialogue in this piece that they will perform, I'll share with you that the narrative references significant events in Tahereh's life. So you will see her marriage, the time when her cousin gives her a book that inspires her search for truth, her journey to Karbala to seek the Promised One. We saw the choir sing the Promised One, the Promised One. That's what the Bab was called then. The dream that she had about the Bab, the removal of the veil to signify the new age for humanity had arrived, her imprisonment, and her execution. We all admire Tahereh and her sacrificing actions. We hope that through this performance, we can pay a really humble homage and bow our heads in gratitude to Tahereh's spiritual and courageous character that will forever inspire the generations to come. Thank you, friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to invite back to the stage our warm, our beautiful, our funny, and most of all, our very, very distinguished MC, Gary Sterling, back to the stage. But this time, he won't be just being our MC, he'll be singing some beautiful songs for us. So, ladies and gentlemen, Gary Sterling.
I just want to take some time to give God the thanks for all the blessings that I've had. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Listen here. Woke up this morning, got out of my bed. I looked around and here's what I said. Thank you, Lord, for a brand new day and all these blessings you send my way. Thank you, Lord, for the brand new day and all these blessings you send my way. I could have been dead in some lonesome grave, but you told old death, stand back and behave. Whoa, whoa, ooh-wee. Another blessing. Your turn. Here we go. How sweet it is. All right, now do this for me. Here we go. Ooh, all right, yeah. You were better to me than I've been to myself. For me, there's Gladys and nobody else. I want to stop and thank you, baby. I want to stop and thank you, baby. Oh, yeah. How sweet it is to be loved by you. Nobody loved me like you didn't do. How sweet it is to be loved. Let me hear you sing along. How sweet it is, everybody. How nobody loves me like you do. One more time. How nobody. How thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. My pleasure. Thank you very much. You may never have heard of them before, and that's because they have no name. They have gotten together specifically for this performance this evening, for this celebration. And I've never heard them before because they had no name. And I couldn't go to, the internet and buy their music because they have no name. So I'm going to call them the No Name Ensemble. So ladies and gentlemen, join me please, making them welcome the No Name Ensemble.
As you heard, we have no name. So if there's any suggestions, we're really open to your ideas. That hasn't done so well in the past, I have to admit. But so we're going to sing a couple of songs for you tonight. And these are songs by a group called Smith and Dragoman. And both of these songs are about the Barb, or they draw on the writings of the Barb. And so the first song we're going to sing for you tonight is called Divine Tapestry, and it draws on a selection of writings by the Barb. And these really talk to the essence of the Bayan, which is his holy book of Revelation. And they speak to the power of the revelation of the one who is to come after the Barb, Baha'u'llah. And this song has adapted the words into 3 languages, so including a lyrical version of Arabic, Farsi, and Bembe, which is a dialect from the African continent. And to translate a few of the writings, I can't translate all of the song, but some of the key quotes from it include, I myself am but the first servant to believe in him and in his signs. The Bayan is, from beginning to end, the repository of all his attributes and the treasury of both his fire and his light. The whole of the Bayan is only a leaf amongst the leaves of his paradise. And if thou attaineth unto his revelation and obeyest him, thou wilt have revealed the fruit of the Bayan. So we're just testing some of our instruments here. How are we doing, guys? I think we're pretty much good to go. Feeling good? Great. Bit of feedback?
We were ready.
We were ready and then we weren't.
Ooh, what's that?
Move back a bit. Testing, 1, 2. Sounding better. Great, hope you enjoy it.
Thank you.
Thrilled to be here tonight. This is in fact only our second performance, so I do hope you're enjoying it very much. I might just do a quick little intro of who we've got here. So here we've got Kayvan on the bass. Thank you very much. And we've got Niusha, local to Whitehorse, on the drums right here. Woo-hoo! We've got Loren on the piano over there. And Alan on guitar 1. This is Oscar here on the guitar and going to be singing vocals for us next.
Thank you.
And I'm Alice, and I'm really thrilled to be introducing the next song for you. And I also do want to also say that on behalf of the band, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land that we're meeting on today, the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, and pay our respects to their elders past, present and emerging. The final song, our second and final song that we're going to sing, is called Break of Dawn. And this really speaks to the search for the promised one and the search that there was in the time of the Barb for him, and then indeed the search for all of us to find the promised one. So hope you enjoy this one.
Awake, my friend. Don't you sleep. The sun is up to warm your heart and your life. Just let it shine so bright. The day is young, the night has gone, the dew is fresh upon the leaves of the tree of life. Our lives are spent in search of our love. On a journey to the world beyond, and it is hard, so hard to find our way. You know this whole world would crumble one day. In those early days, the love, it burns so bright. The time had come for them to search this world for the light that shines for all time. The guiding hand, a vision deeply sold, from Sheikh Ahmed to the soul Sayyid Qasim, came the call to find the sacred one. Their lives were spent in search of the beloved.
ladies and gentlemen,
Thank you.
the No Name Ensemble. This next dance is from three of the girls who got together in the White Horse community. I think all three of them are from the White Horse community. And they got together and to put together this dance from Iran, which is the birthplace of the bob. And they've got together and put together a dance for you from Iran. And the three people are Mindy, Pega, and Nairi. Would you please welcome them, ladies, and dance from Iran.
This is a song called Things Change, and it's taken from a talk that was given in Paris by the son of Baha'u'llah, the founder of the Baha'i Faith. It's the nature of things on this earth to change. The nature of fire is to burn. The nature of the sun is to shine. The inherent nature of the organic earth is the power of growth. And every spring is followed by a summer, and every autumn brings a winter, and every day and night, and every evening and morning, things change in nature. Things change in nature. When hatred and animosity, fighting and slaughtering the great coldness of heart, we're governing this world. No darkness that overcome the nations, Baha'u'llah like a bright star rose from the horizon. And every spring is followed by a summer, and every autumn brings a winter, and every day and night, and every evening and morning, things change in nature. Things change in nature. Things change in nature. Things change. So it's a time of celebration, so I'm going to sing a song by Bob Marley. And if you want to clap and sing along, feel free to do that. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't you worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Woke up this morning, smile to the rising sun. Three little birds perched upon my doorstep, singing sweet songs, melodies pure and true. This is my message to you. Don't you worry about a thing. No, 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 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing. Yeah, 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 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Maybe Gary can help me with getting the rhythm right, clapping, keep playing. That's like, because I can't play while I'm playing the guitar. I can go. That's it. Woke up this morning, smile to the rising sun. If I had a drum, I would bother you. Three little birds, perched upon my door. Don't you worry. Don't worry, you can come down, let me show you. Now and then. No, 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 no. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Let's start that again and I'll try to do the humming. Don't worry about a thing, about a thing. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't you worry about a thing. No, 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 no. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing is gonna be alright.
For Commissioner, yes, Commissioner David Vincent would like to come for Multicultural Commission of Victoria. He'd like to come up and say hi to. It's David. Oh, this is. Oh, the black man. Ah!
That was special. So I guess this makes 2 flies in a bowl of milk. Before I start, I just wanted to first acknowledge the traditional land owners of the land that we gathering on today and pay our respect to elders past, present, and any emerging leaders amongst you today. Friends, I salute all the distinguished guests here today. Have to observe the protocol. And I won't say much, but on behalf of the Victoria Multicultural Commission, I just wanted also to join all the Baha'i people or the community out there celebrating the 200 years. It's an incredible. Friends, as I stand here today, I came to this country about 15 years ago. I knew nothing about this community. And what makes Victoria what it is today is when someone like me take a stage and feel welcome and feel at home. This is what Victoria is all about. Thank you. So as I join in today to celebrate this amazing day, I won't say much, but I'm so proud and to be a Victorian. And as we continue to live and care for each other, that's quite an important message, and I think it resonates with what it is that we are celebrating today. And for these few remarks, I just want to say thank you, and thank you for having me on behalf of the Commission. Thank you.
Oh, wow. And one more thing, ladies and gentlemen, thank you to all our distinguished guests. Thank you all so much for being here with us. Thank you. On behalf of the White Horse community, thank you so much. If you put the lights up, for a minute. At the corner there you see where the ushers are standing. There are some paintings that was painted. She started to paint these paintings in January, and she's finished them just for this occasion. Her name is Jolie. Where is Jolie? There's Jolie. And So have a look at those, as you say in Australia, have a bit of a gander at those photos, and they are for sale, are they? If they want to, I don't know. Yes, they are for sale, but buy my CD first. And okay, and now I'm going to. One more thing. What is it? Oh yes, when we're finished with this song, we'll all go and have some light refreshment. Yes, you refresh yourself. Okay? There's too many of you, so that's why there's no dinner. So it's just a light refreshment, okay? Which means you eat lightly and go home. Okay. Look at them. The commissioner is going, I'll never come back to this place again. This black man embarrassed me. When you get up to go for your light refreshment, you'll go through that back door there. Through that door, we'll see where that lady is pointing there. You'll go there, turn left, and then go through. That's where all the food and stuff is in there, and enjoy yourself, okay? And now, is that everything? Did I do everything? Okay. Now, here's a song called I Think You're Wonderful. You know the song? Then you sing along with us, all right? All right, here we go. Listen to the chorus. I'll sing the chorus before you, and then you come in after. I think you're wonderful when somebody says that to me. I feel wonderful, as wonderful can be. If you know it, you can sing along. It makes me want to, the same thing to some. And by the way, I've been meaning to say, and by the way, I think you're wonderful too. I think beautiful. My turn. If we practice this phrase in the most honest way, find something special in someone each day. We lift up the world one heart at a time. It all starts by saying this one simple rhyme. Are you ready? I think when somebody says that to me, when somebody, I feel wonderful. As wonderful can be, as wonderful. It makes me want to say, it makes the same thing to somebody new, the same thing to somebody. And by the way, I've been meaning to say, and by the way, I think you're wonderful too. I think you're beautiful. My turn. When each one of us feel important inside, loving and giving and glad we're alive. Oh, what a difference we'll make in each day. All because someone decided to say, are you ready? When somebody says that, I feel wonderful. As wonderful can be. It makes me want to say it. The same thing to somebody new, the same thing to somebody. And by the way, I've been meaning to say, and by the way, I think you're wonderful too. I think you. And by the way, I've been meaning to say, and by the way, here we go, slow down. I think you're. Good night, everybody. Thank you. Good night. Close the curtain.